for 300,000 years. The night owned everything. The sun went down, and your world vanished. No lamps, no screens, no light, just 12 hours of black. And out there, things that could see better than you. So what did our ancestors actually do all night? The answer might explain us. At first, the strategy was simple. Hide, find a cave, huddle together, stay very still, and wait for the sun. Then, everything changed. We learned to keep a tiny sun alive. Fire. Suddenly, the dark had an edge. Warmth, safety, cooked food. But fire did something much stranger. It gave us somewhere to be at night. Fire was the first screen. A warm, flickering thing everyone stared at for hours. Sound familiar? And researchers found something amazing. An anthropologist lived with the people of the Kalahari Desert. By day, their talk was business. Complaints, plans, who does what. But at night, around the fire, the talk completely transformed. Stories about the dead, about spirits, about places far away. Daylight built our hands, firelight built our imagination. And the sleep itself, nothing like yours. For most of history, humans slept twice. A first sleep, soon after dark. Then in the middle of the night, everyone woke up. An hour or two, awake, by the embers. They talked, prayed, imagined. Then a second sleep until morning. So your 3 a.m. wake up? It might not be broken sleep. It might be ancient memory. But what they saw when they looked up at night, that changed everything. Part 2. But the fire wasn't the main event. Every night they looked up and saw something we've almost lost. The full sky. Not a few faint dots, thousands of stars. A glowing river of light from edge to edge. Imagine seeing that with no idea what it was. It would stop you cold. That feeling has a name. Awe. The sense of something far bigger than you. And awe quietly rewired the human mind. Looking up, they asked the first big questions. What are those lights? What happens when we die? The sky became the first story. They drew gods and heroes between the stars. And those stories held whole tribes together. The sky was also their first map. One steady star to guide them home. And their first clock and calendar. The moon's phases counted the months. But the deepest gift of the sky was this. It made the self feel small, in a good way. Under that sky, your problems shrink. Scientists now confirm it. All lowers stress. It quiets the part of the brain stuck on you. For a moment, you're part of something huge. But here's what we traded away. City lights erase the stars. Most people alive today have never seen the real sky. And screens point our eyes down, not up. We replaced cosmic awe with endless scrolling. No wonder we feel so restless and small. So here's an ancient prescription. Once in a while, get away from the lights and just look up. Let the sky do what it did for them. Shrink the noise, widen the soul. But one thing up there terrified them most of all, and what they believed it meant is part 3. But one thing up there terrified them most of all. Imagine the sky is steady for your whole life. Then one day the sun starts to vanish. In the middle of the day, darkness eats the sun. An eclipse. To them, the source of all life was dying. Birds went silent. The air went cold. Whole tribes screamed and beat drums, trying to scare off whatever was eating the sun. And then, the sun came back. They believed their noise had saved the world. Then came the wanderers with tails. A comet, a smear of light that didn't belong. The steady stars never moved. This thing did. So it had to be a message, a warning. Kings feared comets meant their death. Armies marched. Sacrifices were made. The sky didn't just inspire stories. It commanded them with fear. So they watched it obsessively. And slowly fear became something else. Knowledge. They noticed eclipses follow a rhythm. Comets return on a schedule. The terror of the sky built the first science. Astronomy was born from looking up in fear. What once meant doom, we now predict to the minute. But here's what we lost in the trade. The sky used to stop us in our tracks. It made us feel small and connected and alive. Now we walk under it, eyes down, glowing screens up. The same sky that ruled empires. We barely glance at it anymore. So tonight, do the oldest human thing. Step outside, find the dark, and look up like they did. No fear now, just the same endless wonder. The sky is still up there, still waiting.